Welcome back to Beat Digger Blastoff. I'm John Beltran. This is the portion we call the Blitz, where we run through many of the plays of the previous week's game. And, of course, last week, the Beat Diggers opened up their regular season at home against the Fort Morgan Mustangs.
It's high and deep. It'll bounce to the 9-yard line, fielded by Isaac Rodriguez, running right up the gut, breaks the tackle at the 30-yard line. He's into the clear at the 40, now into the Beat Digger side of the field, across the 50 to about the 44. And already a special teams mishap, a return of 47 yards before the Beat Diggers made the play.
Fort Morgan then ran 3 plays and generated just 4 yards, setting up a fourth down play.
Fort Morgan will go for it. 4th down and 6 at the Beat Digger 40. Pape rolling to his right, looking to throw. Here comes pressure, throws in the run, complete. That's a first down to Casey Scott, and he is tackled out of bounds at around the 30-yard line, might have got to the 29. Nonetheless, it's a gain of 11, and the Fort Morgan drive continues. 1st and 10 for Fort Morgan at the Brush 29. There's a toss left to Isaac Rodriguez, and he is tackled in the backfield by the penetrating Tyler Booth. Throws him for a loss of 3 back to the 32, and that was the definition of an individual tackle.
An illegal procedure against Fort Morgan followed. However, Brush was penalized on a pass interference, setting up the Mustangs deep into Brush territory. And then after a 1-yard loss and a 4-yard gain by the Mustangs, it was 3rd and 6.
Pape on 3rd down, rolling left, throwing off his back foot. That pass is complete. A perfect pass to Casey Scott along the left sideline. That's a first down. It's a 1st and goal for the Mustangs inside the 10 to about the 9. It's a pickup of 11.
The Mustangs, though, moved the ball just 1 yard over the next 3 plays, setting up a 4th and 9.
Oscar Valdez will attempt a field goal. Beat Diggers have got to watch out for the fake as well, because Pape can do anything. This will be a 25-yard attempt. Awaiting the snap. It is down. Valdez's kick is up, and Valdez's kick is good. However, there is a roughing the kicker as Valdez was plowed under. And let's see if Fort Morgan's going to take the penalty. Valdez is hurt out there.
Fort Morgan did take the points off the board, but then was plagued by penalties. A 5-yard penalty followed by a 15-yard penalty. And then on 2nd down, the Mustangs nearly found the end zone.
2nd down and goal from just inside the 26-yard line. 6:05 to go. No score in the opening quarter. Pape again rolling right. He's got time. He's looking. He's rolling. He stops. He steps. He throws. That pass is going to be caught in the back of the end zone. No! Casey Scott is called out of bounds. Looked like he caught it, but apparently his back foot was on the line, and it's incomplete. 3rd and goal from the 26. Pape again rolling to his right. This time he's got time. Wants to throw on the run. He does throw on the run. The pass is intercepted by Brad Bass, but it's intercepted at the 1-yard line before he falls out of bounds. So the Beat Diggers force the turnover, but now they've got 99 yards to go, Dave, and it's probably the worst position. It definitely is the worst position you could put your offense in despite generating the turnover.
The Beat Diggers, though, were able to work out of a major hole with 5:50 to go in the opening quarter as they would generate 2 first downs and were running their 6th play of the drive.
1st and 10, just outside their own 25, and Maltos throws it out in the left flat. The pass is caught by Bass, slips out of a tackle, and he's down at the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 5 yards in the play as the play was made by Randy Colwaite, a 5'11", 145-pound junior. And check that. He nearly got 10 yards in the play. I had him only at the 30-yard line, but he picked up, looks like 9 yards. And, in fact, we'll have a measurement, Dave, so it might actually be a first down, which means I'll have to retake my math courses.
3 plays later, the Beat Diggers were just a short distance away from their 4th first down of the drive.
3rd down and 1, a long one from the Beat Digger 44. With the Maryland eye. The handoff. First down, Tyler Booth. He spins across the 45 to the 50 into Fort Morgan territory near the 49. It's a gain of 7. Before several Mustangs brought him down, the first man in on the play was Hunter Maxwell, the 5'11", 195-pound senior.
That marked the end of the first quarter with Brush and Fort Morgan scoreless. The Beat Diggers had the football at the Fort Morgan 49-yard line. After runs of 5 and 1 yard, it was 3rd down and 4 with the ball at the 43.
From the 43, 3rd and 4, the Beat Diggers are in Mustang territory, and Maltos with a hard count. Fort Morgan doesn't budge, and there's the handoff on the counter. A first down, and still on his feet is Tyler Booth as he was nearly dragged down at the 40, but he's tackled at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 8 yards, and the drive continues for the Beat Diggers as Ian Moreno, the 5'8", 140-pound junior, made the play. 1st and 10 for the Beat Diggers at the Fort Morgan 35. This is their 13th play of the drive after Morgan ran 14 on their first drive. The handoff to Booth running left on that counter, and he is swallowed up for a loss of 1. That didn't fool Fort Morgan at all, and Joe Hokenottle made the play along with Keith Montel. 2nd down and 11 for the Beat Diggers at the 36-yard line. We've had 9 first downs combined, but yet no score with 9.5 to go in the second quarter from Beat Digger Stadium. And Maltos this time is back to throw. Plenty of protection. Throwing to his right. The pass is incomplete. A diving attempt at the 25-yard line by Seth James, but that ball was definitely off target from the Morgan 36-yard line. Receivers split left and right. Maltos to throw, looking right. He throws. That pass is over the head of the intended receiver, Melendez, and off the hands of Isaac Rodriguez at the 25-yard line. Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 12, and Maltos is back to pass. Here comes pressure. Rolls to his right. He's got running room. He fakes. Now he wants to throw, cannot throw, and he's going to be tackled inside the 35 to around the 32-yard line, well short of a first down. Maltos picks up 5 yards in the play, and Fort Morgan takes over on downs as he had some room, but not enough to get away from Hokanado and Keith Montel. Cobley with a handoff, breaks out of a tackle, and now he's into the clear at the 50-yard line. Cobley to the 40, being chased by Booth at the 25, and he's tackled at around the 20-yard line. Cobley thought he was going to go the distance, but nonetheless, it's a huge gain for the Fort Morgan Mustang senior all the way down to the 18-yard line, and we'll call it a pickup of 51 yards and a Mustang first down. There's the handoff to Rodriguez running left, and he spins his way to around the 15-yard line, a pickup of 3. The tackle was made by Isaac Brost. 2nd down and 7 for Fort Morgan at the brush 15. The pitch to Rodriguez, running right back towards the middle, and he's actually backing his way towards the 10-yard line. The Beat Diggers had him at around the 14, but he picked up an extra 4 yards. It's a total of 5 on the play, setting up a 3rd down and 1, and I think the Beat Diggers were just tackling way too high. 3rd and actually 2 to go. Moreno's now the receiver to the right with Scott to the left. Hokanado and Rodriguez in the backfield. Fort Morgan has a bevy of options. They'll hand it off to Hokanado. He just plows his way for a first down. He ran into the back of his offensive line, and he picked up 3 yards to the 7. 1st and goal from the 7, and Pape looking to throw. He'll pitch right to Cobley, and Cobley is going to go nowhere. The Beat Diggers were in that backfield once he received the pitch, and it looked like the first Beat Digger in there was Lucas Shokoff. 3 in the backfield for the Mustangs. Who will get the football if Pape doesn't pass it? That's the question right now on 2nd down and goal. Pape this time is going to hand it off to Cobley right back to the left side. He's at the 1. He dives, and it's a touchdown from 6 yards away for Chris Cobley, and Fort Morgan has a 6-0 lead.
After that touchdown, Fort Morgan did commit a penalty on the point after touchdown, so it was a very precarious position the Mustangs were in, going for 2.
Pape, back to pass, rolling right, got protection, throws on the run, the pass is complete at the 1, diving, yes! Oh, a 2-point conversion on a 17-yard pass play, caught along the far sideline. And I believe that was Andrew Riebel who made the catch.
When Brush got the football back at their own 19 with 6:45 to go before the break, the Beat Diggers were the beneficiaries of a Fort Morgan penalty. However, 3 plays later, Brush had to punt the ball over to Fort Morgan, which started at their own 45-yard line with 3:53 to go before halftime. 3 plays generated 13 yards and a first down. The next play, however, would stop the Fort Morgan drive.
Casey Scott, the receiver, to the right. Off to the left is Zion Moreno. 1st and 10 from the brush 42, and Pape is back to throw. Plenty of protection. Throws to his right. Intercepted by Maltos along the left sideline to the 40, to the 50, down the sideline to the 40, inside the 40, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A return of about 24 yards. And I don't think Pape saw Maltos at all.
So with 2:07 remaining, Brush had the football at the Fort Morgan 35-yard line, but 3 straight incomplete passes forced the Beat Diggers into a 4th down situation after Fort Morgan jumped off sides, making it 4th and 5 at the 30-yard line. This is what happened.
Maltos again with a hard count. Is going to roll to his right. Now stand in the middle. He'll throw down the left sideline. Complete. Breaking a tackle. Seth James inside the 10 to around the 5. And the ball is stolen away by Chris Cobley. He stripped it out of his hands. I believe that's Cobley. And that'll be a Beat Digger turnover at around the 16-yard line. We do have a flag down along the near sideline. But it looked like Cobley just wrestled it away from Seth James as he was carrying the ball inside the 10.
The Mustangs ran out the first half clock, leading by the 8-0 score. Let's take a break on Beat Digger Blast Off as you're listening to the portion called The Blitz, and when we come back, we'll check out what happened in the second half of last week's Brush Fort Morgan regular season opener from Beat Digger Stadium. You're listening to Beat Digger Blast Off on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.